Welcome to the Rebecca Adehill Podcast. I want to start off by saying that I want my name to remind you to go and live your life big, to take risks, to go all in and write one hell of a story with the one life you know that you have. I'm a 7-figure business mentor, wife, and mother of 3, and I'm here to share my journey with you as I am constantly moving in the direction of more bigness, more impact, more wealth, more depth, and more life. My aim with this podcast is to activate and inspire you to go and live your life big in the fullest, most passionate way. I'm so glad that you are here, so let's dive right in. Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Rebecca Adehill Podcast. I hope that you are having the most magical start to your week. I want to start off by saying a big thank you to every single one of you that keep coming back here, listening to my podcast, for your beautiful and kind messages that I receive every single week. Knowing that I am helping so many of you brings me so much joy. So please never stop letting me know what episodes are landing for you. I appreciate your reviews and your DMs and your voice notes. I am just so full of gratitude and thank you. You guys are a big part of why I keep coming back here, filled with so much excitement to continue to share me and my work and my thoughts and views on things. And it just makes me so happy knowing that it really lands with you. Today, I want to have a conversation with you that feels quite vulnerable for me. And I feel really ready to let you guys in on certain things that I'm navigating at the moment, and also take you back to a time where I wasn't the Rebecca that I am today. And the purpose of this episode is to really give you a bit of an insight into the work that I have done and the internal battles that I have had along the way, and how I've managed to come out on the other side and become this person that I am today. And I continue to work on myself every single day so that I can become better and create more impact and feel more and really feel truly safe, comfortable, and confident in my own skin. And perhaps when you are looking in from an outside in into my life right now, you may see a person that is filled with confidence and passion and joy and love and rock solid leadership and evolution and growth. I feel that. I feel like that is very true about myself, but it wasn't always like that. And I want to take you back to a time where I wasn't so confident. And as I'm sharing this, I can feel myself already getting emotional. And this is why I have chosen to speak about it. Because what you are seeing right now is, the finished product. I don't believe I'm the finished product, but I haven't really let you in on where I've come from and some of the struggles that I've had along the way. And when I was 12 years old, my parents separated. They have a beautiful relationship today, but they decided to go their separate ways. And I was meant to move to Australia with my family. When I was 12, my brother was 14 at the time. And that obviously didn't go to plan because mum and dad went their separate ways. And I remember feeling so gutted. and upset by the fact that we weren't moving anymore. And unfortunately, at the time, my brother spiraled into a pretty bad depression that he now speaks quite openly about. And I'm so proud of him. He's done so much. He's done so much healing over the years. And just seeing him today, and he's going to be a dad next month, and seeing the growth that he has had over the years, it is so inspiring. And he's someone that I look up to. Seeing what he had to navigate and overcome in order for him to be where he is today, he will be my forever hero, and I look up to him so much. When my brother fell into pretty bad depression at the time, I felt like I was losing control. When you have someone that is so close to you in your life and you witness them struggle, it's the feeling that you lose control. And all I wanted at the time was to be able to keep my brother safe and keep my family safe, because we were a split family now. And, coming into my early teenage years, it was a lot for me to navigate. And I had a lot of emotions and hormones, and then watching my brother being quite unwell, it was really, really hard for all of us, and of course for him as well. And I remember craving control so badly because I felt that my world was falling apart. And the only way to get a sense of control, I started to control the things I could control. So unfortunately, I developed a pretty bad case of OCD. I was very OCD, and I had to have everything cleaned, and I had my ways of, I had certain rituals and ways in order for me to kind of just get to school and back. And it was really, really impacting my life, because there were certain places I couldn't walk, and I had to have everything cleaned, and I couldn't lock eyes with certain people. And there were so many controlling aspects of my life that obviously now, since working with psychologists and incredible people, that it was a big part of my healing journey in my teenage years. I've realized now, looking back at that time, that was a sense of me just trying to control all of the things in my life when I felt like everything was falling apart. And that OCD soon developed into a really bad eating disorder. And I never thought that I'd be a person that would say that I would have an eating disorder. I have been a sporty person my whole life, and I played sport, and unfortunately I had a bit of an accident, a neck accident, so I had to stop playing sport, and that also really impacted my mental health, of course. But when I developed my eating disorder, it got really, really bad, and I spent time in and out of hospital, and I missed a lot of school. I would collapse. Ambulance had to pick me up from school or at home or shopping centers, and I wasn't very kind to my body at all. But I felt in control, and the controller in me still shows up today, even though I have had, 15 years without an eating disorder. The controller still shows up for me in a really big way. And that shows up in my work. It shows up in my relationship. It shows up in, in my life, that I love to be in control. And control for me is safety. And I know that this is an area that I have to work on. And I'm excited to let you guys in on this journey, because I have done so much work and overcome so much to be able to be the person that I am today. I got through my eating disorder, and when I left for Australia with $2,500 or $3,000 in the bank, it was a beautiful new chapter because no one actually knew that I was Rebecca with an eating disorder, that I was just Rebecca from Sweden. And it was really refreshing that people didn't know. And I got to create this new version of me that felt really true for me. And instead of people holding on to my past. But looking back at that time, I am extremely proud of all the things that I've overcome and the love that I have for myself and the confidence I have, the compassion I can now hold for others, the understanding, the never giving up mindset, because I have been through hell and back. And now I can so wholeheartedly say that I love my life. And I feel so confident. And I love myself. I truly love myself. And I have a beautiful husband that loves me so deeply. And I remember when I was at my worst, a doctor told me that my chances of ever having children was minimal. And the fact that I have 3 beautiful children today, not one day goes by without me being filled with so much gratitude. And I have proven to myself that anything is possible. So when people see the byproduct of me being this confident, passionate, loving, bright, happy person that I truly am, I want you all to know that I wasn't always like that. But what I want to highlight the most is that it's possible for all of us to change. Regardless of the circumstance that you're in right now, and regardless of what you are navigating right now, never give up on you and never give up on working on you and your confidence and the love that you have for yourselves and your life. I spend time every single day working on me because I know the better I am, the better I will be for you, the better I will be for my children, the better I will be for my husband and my family and my friends, and the better I'll be for my clients. And the fact that I'm able to sit down here with a shaky voice recording this podcast episode again shows me how far I've come, because I have never felt that I was able to speak about this. And today I sit down with such knowing how important this part of my story is, that I believe that it's so much power in vulnerability. It is so much power in showing the behind the scenes and the path and the road I had to take to get to where I am today. And I pay such close attention to the areas of my life that I am constantly working on. I am constantly working on myself, on my personal development, on my confidence, on self-love, on my mental health, on my physical health. I take care of me. And now I know that it will never be a finish line, that healing is a forever thing. We are always growing, always healing, always evolving, always changing. It is a forever thing, but the biggest investment that we can make is to grow ourselves. So I want to share with you and take you behind the scenes of what I am planning on doing. As of the 1st of November, I am going to simply take you behind the scenes and show you of how I constantly work on myself. And I have broken this up into 4 pillars. 1 being confidence, true confidence mastery, and finding ways to boost my confidence. I don't believe that you just wake up one day and you're confident. Confidence is the foundation to everything that we do. You can have the best strategy in the world, but without a confident human that drives that strategy forward, that strategy means nothing. So your role and your confidence and your leadership and you believing in you is the number 1 most important thing. And the second thing I'm going to focus on is around peak performance, finding ways to optimize and grow my proactivity and find ways to enhance my goals and enhance my physical health, my mental health, to really looking at ways, and I'm going to show you exactly how I'm going to do this, finding ways to improve me. And the third area of focus is around holistic business empowerment. And what I mean by that, I don't believe that we can focus on one area and that's it. When we are making a business truly successful, we have to be able to zoom out and look at our businesses from a very holistic point of view. So looking at improving my leadership, looking at networking opportunities and deepening my connections with other, sisters and entrepreneurs and people that I am here to impact. Looking at my strategy, really zooming out. But I know, again, the most important person or thing you can work on is you. I am the one that is connecting with other people. I am the one that needs to improve my leadership skills. I am the one that needs to deepen my connection with my clients. Everything leads back to me, back to you. And I want you to really let that land for a moment, that everything that you do, how much time do you spend working on you? Making sure that you are growing, making sure that you are expanding and evolving and becoming a more self-aware human, a better leader, a more confident woman, a person that is strong enough to carry that big vision forward. And the last area that I'm going to work on is my very own personal growth and development. So I will do a lot of journaling, a lot of reflecting on all of the things that are happening in my life and in my business, and looking at my whole wheel of life and looking at ways in which I can improve and see what emotions are bubbling up for me and see where I'm feeling resistance, seeing where I may reach a glass ceiling. So I'm going to take you behind the scenes from November 1st for 30 days and simply share with you how I am constantly working on me. And I am so proud of the work that I have done to date. And I also want you to know that I am proud of you. Whether you have done work in the past or if you are in the thick of it right now, or if you are even considering diving in and getting your hands dirty and starting to work on yourself, I am proud of you. You won't regret it. But let me also tell you this. It's not always going to feel good in the process. As we are growing and evolving and expanding and navigating fear, when we have that fear coming up, that isn't a bad feeling. It just tells me when you feel uncomfortable, when you feel like you're up against it, when you feel like you are pushing your own limits and doing something you haven't done before, you are expanding, my friend. You are growing, you are evolving, you are becoming more confident. And one thing that I know to be true, a new version of you is required in order for you to reach a new level. but you always need to start with you. So next time you are looking for the next strategy, and next time you are looking for the biggest and quickest hack, reflect that mirror back on you. And I want you to say, I am the biggest hack. I am my greatest investment. I am the powerhouse woman I need to invest in. I am doing this for me, and I will never regret working on me. And when you are working on you, you are working on things that people can't take away from you. So I am going to share with you, and it feels really vulnerable, but I feel ready. I feel ready to let you in and truly show you how committed I am, and show you what I do on a daily basis to work on me so that I can be this confident woman, so I can be a leader, so I can be the one that is guiding my clients. I don't take that responsibility lightly, but I know in order for me to be that person that holds my clients and be the person that can pave the way, I must work on me. And this is such a beautiful full circle moment for me, that the teenage Rebecca, she is so proud, and I am proud of me. And no doubt that you feel the same way about you. And I am committed to continue to make that young, lost version of me so freaking proud. And I am proud to say today that I never gave up on her. And when people doubted me, when people questioned me, when people said I couldn't have something, I proved them all wrong. And who would have thought that I can sit here today and turn all of that mess that I had in my life, and all of the challenges that I had in my life, and everything that I have been through, that I can turn all of that into my message today. And that makes all of it worth it. And I will not change anything for the world, because it has made me into the woman I am today. I cannot wait to begin on November 1st. It's going to be raw, it's going to be vulnerable, but I'm so ready to show you how committed I am so that I can be better for me and better for you. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode. I appreciate every single one of you, and I will see you back here next week for another episode.